Well, hello everyone. This is Lois Spinks coming to you from the Lois Spinks Ministry. And I have a serious topic to talk to you about today. And it's in regards to God's people not being able to hear from God. People are not able to hear from God in a vision or a dream. And it's gotten a lot of people in trouble regarding the you know what in the arm. God is sending people to me who are in trouble with either being diagnosed with the plague or the thing in the arm. And I've shared this information many times in previous videos. It grieves my spirit. So if it grieves me, I'm sure it grieves God way more than me, that his people can't hear from him. Something is horribly wrong. What is going on in the body of Christ where people don't know how to hear from God? This is Christianity 101. If you cannot hear from God as a leader in a vision or a dream, you have no business leading people anywhere. I don't care what kind of Bible training you've had. I don't care if you're ordained and licensed. If you cannot hear from God in a vision or a dream, you just need to have several seats, because you can kill people. You could kill people not knowing the voice of Satan and not knowing the voice of God. And I shared this with you before. In my state, the state of Michigan in which I live, many renowned leaders, spiritual leaders, Christian leaders are now dead because they could not hear from God in the middle of a plague, and they took their crazy behinds to church, breathed in the spirit of death, and they're gone. They're no more. And they took a lot of people in the congregation with them. So what did other leaders do that saw this? They said, well, that wasn't the answer, so let's round everybody up to go get the thing. And they are. So everybody followed those leaders, got the thing in the arm, and folks are dropping like flies. So they figured out, well, that ain't the answer. No, it's not the answer. What is wrong with the body of Christ? When you walk with God, you have to know how to be quiet and hear from God. God will give you a vision. God will give you a dream with clear instructions of what to do. That's how I've been able to come on my platform and give many warnings. And my warnings are not attached to dollar bills. Any message that comes out of my ministry, it's not attached to dollar bills. You will not find me asking for money or soliciting for money. Many people, God has raised them from the dead in my ministry, opened up blind eyes, lengthened limbs. I mean, God has done a lot of great things through my ministry prior to the pandemic and during the pandemic. And not one time have you ever seen me solicit any money on my social media platform? It's because Lois gets her hips up and she works every day as a licensed nurse administrator. You know, I work for one of the largest health insurance companies in America. You know, I don't do patient care anymore, but I send words of deliverance to people who are sick and diseased. I have over 20 plus years experience of being a nurse on the floor with my med card, going room to room, taking care of people. So I have a soft spot in my heart toward humanity. I don't have to know you to care for you or to love you. It's just the love of God that's shed abroad in my heart from God to reach out and to be a blessing to the world. So, you know, I think different. I don't think like everybody else. I'm not a follower. I'm going to say this again. I am not a follower. I am a leader. And as a leader in the body of Christ, the only voice that I listen to is God. I don't listen to anybody else. And the body of Christ should be trained to do the same thing. You should be doing a plague. You have to know the voice of God. You have to know it. Because if you make the wrong decision, it could cost you your life. That's why I've been putting up a lot of information on my social media platforms, teaching people who refuse to wear a mask and got COVID-19. And then for the people who got the thing in the arm, I've been sharing the same information because it applies to both types of individuals. You have to clean your body out. You can't roll around with that stuff in your body. And the people who got that thing in the arm, it's changing folks' DNA. I'm seeing psychological problems and issues. That's why I don't say too much when I get around people I know who've gotten the thing in the arm. You know, I keep my distance. I don't say too much because what's floating around inside of their body is death, wickedness, and pure evil. Because they put that thing in their arm. By no means am I a dumb woman. No ma'am and no sir. My brain, working with God, creates cures for humanity. And I learned really, really quick and really, really fast because I listened to God not to put you know what in my body. For all those who took the you know what in your arm, you are in serious trouble. You have to clean your body out. There's a time clock on you getting all them things in your arms. Yeah, all those things in the arms, okay? And your lifespan. You're running the clock down. And to reverse that death decision that you submitted to from Satan himself, you need to clean out your body. I've shared it in other videos that you need to do organic coffee enemas. Get some fresh dark coffee beans that are organic. Use distilled water. Use a medium-sized saucepan and use a half a cup of the organic beans. Put it into the pot. Add some water to the beans in the medium saucepan and let it boil. Once it boils, turn the heat off. let it cool to room temperature, and then strain the beans. You should have an enema bucket in your house. Every household should have an enema bucket in their house globally, or an enema bag. Okay, you can rinse the enema bucket or the enema bag out really good. Rinse the holes out. Once that dries out, use olive oil for the tip of the enema hose to go in your rectum. Only put it up like maybe a half an inch. Never use Vaseline. Okay, olive oil. Follow my instructions. And then you want to go in your bathroom, either put the towel down on the floor or in the tub and lay to one side, and hold the enema bag up with one hand, or order an enema a pole that comes with hanging the enema up on. I just use my hand. Lay on one side, hold the enema bag up on one hand, with one hand in the air, let the gravity just come down and start filling up your colon. When you start feeling full, clamp it off. And then pull the tip of the enema bag out. You gotta figure out how you're gonna get up on your knees. You might lose a little bit of coffee, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. You have the towel down there. Just find a way to get up from your knees, or your bed. I really highly don't suggest using your bed now, unless you have a hard time getting up off the floor. If you use your bed, you're going to put some plastic down so you don't get the mattress all messy and messed up. And then you got to find your way up if you're laying down, and then just stand up, slowly walking to the commode. If you're in your bedroom, you're going to have towels laid out so you don't make a big mess on the floor, because you might lose some of that coffee trying to walk with it, and it's full, you feel full. So it's just coffee. It's not a big deal. You wipe it up, get it up, and then you go hold that in your colon as long as you can. If you can hold it for at least 5 minutes, it'll be great. If not, no big deal. Go to the commode and let all of that toxic poison that you allowed in your body with that thing in the arm come out. And these instructions are used for people who also did not wear a mask during the plague. They were around family and friends and people at work who didn't wear a mask and didn't take death serious, and they got that darn plague. That's for you too. You do the same instructions. Both sets of individuals have to clean out their body. So I just wanted to make sure I shared that with you. And for the past 2 years, God has brought it to my attention that his people do not know his voice. And there is something so wrong about this whole situation, because who the heck is protecting God's sheep? Who is helping God's people? I know I'm one. I know there's certain people that are one. There are some churches have the audacity to tell their congregation they can't come to church if they don't have the thing in the arm. Shame on you. Just full of satanic thoughts and ideas. Don't know God at all. Don't know that the whole thing in the arm, I don't care who's promoting it. I don't care if they got ambassador next to their name promoting it. You better go talk to God for yourself. Talk to God for yourself. Wait for God to give you a vision or a dream. Now, I do realize that some people might be a little frightened with the vision. You might just be more comfortable with a dream. But you need to let God talk to you before you do something very serious to your life. Okay? Because y'all gonna have to recognize Satan when he's coming to steal, kill, and to destroy. Y'all don't recognize it. And that's the scary thing. So I'm just praying for people. I'm asking God to go start speaking to his people in dreams, because these folks just going right on in there and taking the wood nickel, and then wondering why they're having health issues, wondering why they're dropping dead, wondering why their 10-year-olds, their 11-year-olds, and their 15-year-olds are having heart attacks from myocarditis, from the getting the thing in the arm. It's not a rare anomaly. It's happening globally. And the truth is not being told on purpose. Because Satan got his people in position to block the truth. So this is Lois Banks coming to you from the Lois Banks Ministry. Y'all got to stop listening to the world. Y'all gonna have to tune in and listen to your God. Wait for a vision or a dream from God. Wait till I say on the Lord. This is Lois Banks coming to you from the Lois Banks Ministry. God bless you.